What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Keisa and Joe Show. We're live at the Filter Coffee Parlor right here downtown. What's going on, Keisa? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good since I see you.
You know what to say, don't you?
Listen, London. It's my birthday week too, so.
You have been here. How many? Are you okay talking about your age?
Of course.
You are.
Yeah.
You've been here.
I number 16.
16 times.
No. Actually, I'm 53. I'll be 54 Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
54 years on this earth. Do you have any major life lessons that you have learned or that you want to share? Or do we have to come to your birthday bash on Saturday
Make sure everybody come.
at Filter Coffee Parlor, 10 a.m. right here on the south side?
Yeah, we finna shut it. I want y'all to shut down the south side. So parking. There's a parking deck right down the street, y'all. So make sure, because there's not a lot of parking on the weekends here down in town.
No.
But there's a parking deck right next to Black Grill. There's a parking deck where you can go pay for parking, y'all. So make sure y'all park right there, because I want all y'all to come by and say hey to your boy.
So listen. They've already started. I'm getting phone calls. We're getting presents.
Thank you.
We're
guys.
getting all sorts of things for this gentleman right here. I'm like, and I told him, I said, listen, they're starting to look at me like your agent, Joe. So that means an agent gets a fee. Okay? So we may have to start negotiating some things, because y'all are coming to me trying to be a blessing to him. And you know what? It's all good.
But I got you, though. You know what I'm saying? The fee,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
You covered in the fee.
Okay.
You always covered. Y'all heard it live. I got it covered.
Okay,
right?
I was about to say.
So you good.
I'm good.
So you asked me for after the 53 years going on 54, what have I learned?
Absolutely. What have you learned?
I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing. As you get older, you learn patience.
I think that's pretty good.
I learned
That's
patience.
pretty good.
I've learned to be patient more, not to rush things.
Yeah.
And the other thing I learned is honesty is always best.
Yeah.
So if I would say two things that I've learned is patience and honesty is always best.
Can you share that lesson out with your other brethren so they understand that patience and honesty are always best?
But patience is number one.
Yeah.
That you got to get time. You got, as the young folks say, nephew taught me the saying, you got to let it cook.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to let things, whatever situation you may be in,
Yeah.
don't be so quick to knee jerk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And run away from it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk particularly about relationships. And
Okay.
if you dedicate yourself and you're gonna sign up for a job or something, whatever you dedicate yourself to,
Yeah.
I think you need to make sure that you, number one, give yourself time to understand what it is. Once you decide you're gonna get into it, what is that 1 month, 1 year, 1 day? In a relationship, you got to get a relationship time to cook.
Yeah.
And understand that it's gonna boil over sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And understand you're gonna have to clean up that mess.
Yeah.
And put some more water in the pot.
Yeah.
And let it start boil again and
Yeah.
watch it cook some more.
Yeah.
That's one thing I had to learn. Everything is not going to be perfect the way I want to, because I want my life to be perfect, or work ain't going well, so home need to be going well, or home going well, work ain't going well. When the two ain't intertwined, you wind up losing maybe both or one, either or. Mine was I lost everything else and kept my business.
Okay.
Right?
That was your lesson.
Yeah. I mean, I lost family, I lost friends, I lost wives behind it. And that was a lot due on me on that part there. So I would definitely tell people patience is the key. I think if going into 54, I have a theme to a photo shoot that I did with 8 Miles with Photography. And I'm calling it One Way. And people find out Friday or Saturday when we post the pictures of why I said that. But everything is one way, meaning that now I understand who I am, what I am. I have forgiven everything. At this age in my life, I have done it this week, but Saturday, when my birthday, when 12/12/01 hits, I'm forgiving everybody. Everything is in the past. I'm going in one direction. So if you're on board with me, you're with me, cool. If not, I got you. You see, I understand it.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking back. I'm not talking about the past. I don't want to regurgitate anything. It's okay. But I'm going in this direction, because now I got the people who are here now that I see in this direction. We're all on the same page. We're all talking about the same thing. If you want to talk about something from the past, I've already forgiven you for that.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to come back and tell me that you gave me forgiveness, you don't have to. But if you want to, that's fine. But we don't need to talk about it.
That's pretty stellar. He's coming off the top of the show swinging with some, but I think that's some great. You mean to lift it up a little bit more? Oh, into the mic, talking to the mic like that. Like this way.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
They're teaching me. Okay, we are evolving on this show.
As you
I
guys
think
see.
that I think that is so good because in relationships and just in life in general, I think we spend a lot of time. I was talking to a friend where we spend a lot of time in these directions instead of being
Right.
here, which is the present.
Uh-huh.
We're looking at the past and what someone did to us in the past. We're looking toward the future. I'll be so happy when I get there. And all you really have is here.
Right.
And you're robbing yourself. You understand? So I love the I've forgiven you, I'm moving on, my life is forward from here. I think that's so significant. And I wish a lot of people really operated like that. I think we'd all be better. And another thing I'll just say quickly,
Hmm.
I love how you talk about, how things spill over. And what I'm learning and seeing the maturity that I've learned is that even that life is seasonal.
Right.
So you're going to have seasons where you're up, you're going to
Yep.
have seasons where you're down. The successful relationships understand, and people in successful relationships understand everything is not going to be sunny. But it's almost like New Edition's Can You Stand the Rain? Storms will come. This we know for sure.
Right.
But can you stand the rain? Can you
There you
stand
go.
when I am? That's my song.
Look out!
Don't
Look,
nephew.
look, look at our
Don't
EP.
make me pull it up.
Our EP.
Say that again.
Stand the rain. Can you stand it?
Nephew.
Hey,
And we've got another
we got
producer
nephew in the building.
singing in the background.
Executive producer and our assistant executive producer, they got us in here singing. But that is so true, and that's why I say I think patience
Yeah,
and honesty. If I want to take two words into my 54
yeah,
years,
yeah,
patience and honesty.
yeah.
Those work out the best because I think a lot of times I was afraid to be as honest as I needed to be, and I wound up lying to somebody and then lying to myself at the same time. And let me say that again. I was afraid to be as honest as I needed to be, and I wound up lying to them a little bit and lying to myself. I never just tell a bald-faced lie, but sometimes you leave things out to save somebody's feelings or your feelings, right? So now I'm going forward. People say I'm brutal, but I understand now that I need to live in my truth, not to diminish you,
Sure,
not to make you feel bad.
sure.
But if I'm your true friend or I'm the person that I say I want to be, I'm going to tell you the truth, whether it hurts or not. It's how I deliver the truth to you. I can deliver the truth to you. It's going to hurt, but I'm delivering it in a manner like, you know something, that's just not working for me.
Yes,
This is not going to be okay, right?
yes,
Instead of saying blah,
yes,
blah, 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 blah. So
yes. Or
honest-
going along to get along,
that
and you're
part.
miserable.
And that part right there, the 50, that's what come I said, dude, for me, Keith, I'm real honest with everybody right now. One way. And that may seem selfish, but one thing I'm learning, I went to my friend's funeral, Jeff Myers, yesterday, and I saw him. 51 years old, he's no longer here, right? And I got a chance to see a lot of my radio friends, and I'm telling y'all, man, if you don't live this life, there was nobody standing there, sitting there yesterday, ready to take his place where he had went to. No one, none of us wanted to be in that casket with him yesterday. So when you die, you
It's
die
final.
alone.
It's final.
That's it, right? So at some point, whenever you decide, I've decided, I'm living my life, and this is the way I'm living it. Either you with me or you're not, but I'm going to be okay. When God says time for you to come home, Joe, I'm going to be okay with the guy that He brings home.
Jesus. That's a power message that we weren't even prepared for. By the way, I'm going to say briefly, hello, good morning to you all. It is Keisa of the Keisa and Joe Show. Listen, one of the things that you do, we never ask you for any money on this show, but what we do ask, and I'll talk to my audience, I'll talk to his audience, we do ask you to share and like our broadcast. That's how you are a blessing to us. So whether we're talking to you right now or whether you will catch this replay, share, like the broadcast, because not yet, we're not going there yet, even though it kind of feels like he's come off the top with the message, right? like dropping gems, like boom, like right off the top. But one of the things that I did want to talk about in this show today is intentionality, and it goes in line with everything that you're saying. Intentions. How are my actions impacting someone else?
Mm.
Intentions, like intentionality and actions, and how they really affect the other person, and also being able to have that honesty involved to be able to tell people, this is what I like, this is what I want, this is what I would prefer you not do, this is what I prefer you do.
Right.
And I'm going to lead us into that with
Okay.
with a true life example of what happened with me coming up in just a few minutes. And by the way, I want you to start thinking and cooking on that subject, intentionality, like showing your true intentions, like can they be misread at this point, like and we'll explain a little bit more a little bit later, so because we want you in the conversation as well.
Well, welcome in, y'all. Hope you guys with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. How y'all doing out there?
Yeah.
It is my birthday week, so I'm going to be celebrating. I'm going to be up here bold and proud today. I'm having a great time. And you know something? I'm grateful to be bringing this birthday in with great friends.
Yeah.
And we started this podcast a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
and it's
In
going very
March.
well in March. So
March
it's going very
13th.
wow. You were March 13th.
Yes, I went back and I'm actually.
So if it started on March 13th, you know my birthday is on
July
July
13th.
13th.
April,
I'm just
May,
saying.
June, July.
So Saturday actually be 4 months.
4 months.
Wow.
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 That's
So
pretty cool.
if we
Like
done,
that
we do
just hit
4
both of
episodes
us.
a week. So we've done 16 episodes.
We've done at least 16 episodes.
Wow.
We may have missed a week. I think we had some fill-ins, stand-ins.
But the show has been on for
Show's been on for 16 weeks.
So thank you guys so much for following along with the show, being there for us and embracing everything we're doing. Thank all the guests
Yeah.
that is coming and the guests have come.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes. And the conversations. A lot of our friends tune into the conversation, and we love being on here and sharing, because at the heart, now we want to remind you all, it's a morning show, so it's kind of like soup. I mean, you have a lot of good ingredients in there in the soup, but it is soup.
Right.
But at the core of it, you're really flowing this morning, because the core of it really is about relationships.
Yes.
The
Yes,
core
that's what we
of
do.
it.
Yes.
But in that soup, you're gonna have a little corn, you're gonna have some potatoes, you're gonna have some peas.
True.
Yeah, and actually, I made this soup the other day, so that's why this is fresh in my mind. But yeah, you have different ingredients, and we try to bring you ingredients because if we did a soup that was just comprised of corn, it'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it?
It would, because I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Yeah. So you want to bring in some different ingredients, so we can keep you entertained and also informed. What else you have going on before we get into our discussion?
What I don't have. What I do want to talk about today about what I said. I know what you're talking about, but also in relationships, right?
Yeah.
I think even though I'm single, I think Keisa, I think I have figured out, right, why most marriages don't work.
You think you have?
I got some things I can talk about.
Okay, I really want to hear that. So I'm trying to figure out then, which route do we go with this? Do we go that route of why they don't work, or do you want to talk? I tell you what.
We do the news route first. Let's do the news.
Let's do the news.
And then we'll go then you can throw it back to me.
Yeah, because yours will be that. Thank you. That hit right at the same time, because I was going to say yours is closing it out. Why don't most relationships work? So Joe is going to share his observations about why most relationships don't work. But anyway, we always do kind of a news roundup. So I wanted to share. I have a broadcast. Just to go ahead and let you know what we both do. Joe has his Joe Lockett Show weekdays at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So tune in there. We do Evolve also on Fridays. About a month ago, we had a special guest on Evolve, Mr. Joe Jenkins, as Mr. Joe Jenkins was getting ready to prepare for a reunion concert. Yes. He is the owner, founder, creator of Magic City Music Academy. Thank you. Out of Inslee, and we featured him in a cover article. Listen, there are spots that are open, and he says people have been calling him. But for parents, if you want some wonderful activity with wonderful mentors, wonderful teachers, Magic City Music Academy. At that reunion concert, it was June 21st, so about 3 weeks ago, it was beautiful to see all the students who came back and who basically thanked Mr. Joe and said, Mr. Joe, we appreciate you everything that you've done. And I talked to one of the parents on the side, and she said, my children have grown up with him. They have matured and have come back. And she said, the reputation and the integrity of this man has been phenomenal. She said, if they took trips, he made sure adults came with them. You understand? So imagine being in a room. All these children are grown. They're with their families, don't have children, and they're just thank you for what you've done. So just don't want to miss the opportunity to give him his flowers, Mr. Joe Jenkins, Magic Music Academy, all of the people after school assistance with your child. Hey, we've got some people who are talking to us, and you know what? I have not been very good about paying attention to it. So anyway, that's my news there.
All right,
Can I speak?
let's go to some of our listeners.
Can I speak to some of my folks?
Let's go.
Timothy Jones.
Good morning, Tim.
Tim and I go way back. One of the photographers. He's in Mobile,
Okay.
but he was a videographer at ABC 3340. But he is a photographer extraordinaire. Photographed my first wedding.
Okay.
Photographer extraordinaire, incredible vision. Hey, Tim, we love you. We love it. Listen, he said, awesome, Joe. Forgiveness, talking about the topic of forgiveness and what you said. So that apparently struck a chord with him. Tim and Slim, as he calls her. I'm trying to think of her name right now, but I should know this. Don't get me for not remembering your wife's name right now, but they've been married for, I think, almost 30 years.
Wow.
30 years.
stuff.
But Tim and I worked together at ABC 3340, videographer, photographer extraordinaire. Omar Wesley. Hey, Omar.
What's up, Omar? How you doing, big dog? Thanks for locking into the show, man.
Thank you for locking it in. Rachel, good morning. What is
Good
the topic
morning,
today?
Rachel.
Look, Rachel keeps us on task. Rachel, the topic is on intentions, intentionality, like reading people's actions when you are mature, okay? Like having a clear understanding of what people are doing and what people are saying. We'll explain a little bit more about that, but just having honest conversations around a person's intentionality, understanding intentionality. You know, when we were young, I mean, if people, you know, I'll give you an example of this. When we were younger, if someone walked up to you, if a guy walked up to a girl and grabbed her hand and started holding her hand, it could be assumed based on his intentions and actions, oh, he likes her, or well, we're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that in our 50s right now. You can't walk up and hold my hand and I think, oh, that's my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
No, for some people that could land you a slap.
Mm-hmm. True, very true.
For other people, it could involve anger, and then other people, they may misinterpret it. You may mean it, oh, I'm just trying to help you up the steps. She may think, oh, he touched me, so that must mean he likes me. Intentions, intentionality, and how your actions affect someone else in relationship. Marvin is always in with us. Hey, Marvin.
What's up, Marv?
How you doing?
What's up, big
He's
dog?
giving you a birthday shout out.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
For Saturday. Okay, now here's what Marvin says. He's already talking this morning.
Okay.
He says, I think it's because if both partners have a better understanding of what they both want, desire, and achieve in the relationship, so they can establish that that need to make it better for them both mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I think he started talking based on what you were saying earlier and in relationships or whatever. Thank you so much for that. And remember, share out the broadcast, okay? Make sure you like the broadcast and share it out for those who need to hear. Do you have any news today?
No. I mean, listen, we do news every single day. I know people get tired of the news. You know, you got, you know, Brandon James, you got Donald Trump, you got Joe Biden. But go look it up.
Yeah.
You know, we want to do show, just have fun and talk about topics we want to talk about.
And
you know,
content.
And original content, right? So there's nothing that I think that we really need to cover that, you know, that people don't already know about, they can find anywhere else.
Okay, so you ready to go ahead and get into the topic today?
Let's jump in, baby. Let's do it. Let's jump in.
Okay, talking about intentions, y'all. You ready? I want you to listen.
Intentions. Okay, so intentions.
So I want you to listen, and I want you to comment. I want you to tell me what you think about this. So, and I'm sharing this, and the person may watch this now or watch it later, but we're friends. We cool like that.
So hold on. This is something that happened to you.
Oh, this is a true story.
True story.
Happened to me. Yeah.
True story. So we got to get sound effects on this show. Hey, we got to get sound effects on this show. Okay. I'm
gonna hide the sound effects.
We got to get sound effects on the show. So this is a true story that happened to you, and you shared it on the Keisa Joe show. First time.
Let's
go.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so we can diagnose. I want to know what y'all think too. Okay, so I have this instance where I am talking. It's me and two guys. We're talking in a group. Okay. One of the guys happened to be an officer. Okay, so we're talking in a group. We talked. I'd gone someplace. I came back. The gentleman was still there.
Okay.
So I have another guy who's there, a second guy, a friend of mine.
Right.
We've been friends back and forth. I mean, we talk, blah blah blah. But I mean, true friends. Okay.
Right.
Maybe they've asked me to go out on a date, maybe. But I don't know.
Wait a minute, we ain't gonna let you get by with that. Wait a minute. So you said you're gonna tell the story.
Yeah.
So it's either a yes or a no on the date asking part, man. Man, this is your microphone. Okay. This is your microphone to your show. So you keep moving this out the way, but people are not gonna hear you.
Okay.
This is another.
Gotcha.
This is
my microphone.
Yes. So you keep moving it over here, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Our coffee's here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Woo-hoo. Thank you so
you.
much. Y'all, coffee.
All right, y'all. Hey, sponsor.
Sponsor, Jeremy. Filter coffee.
There you go.
Hey, Jeremy. Come see us on the south side.
Right.
This is our salted butterscotch made in-house. You won't find it anyplace else. Regular milk Joe has, I have for all the vegans out there. I have macadamia nut. It's so good. So good. You will not find that anyplace else.
Butterscotch, salted butterscotch, man. I do not drink coffee in the morning until I get here.
But we drink this coffee.
Yes, I wait. I'm a coffee drinker, but I won't drink any coffee because I wait till I get this.
So you can enjoy
I gotta
this.
have it. I gotta have it.
Yes. Okay, y'all want me to continue with the story?
We do, but we're not gonna let you get by with this maybe or maybe not stuff, man. You said you're gonna tell us the true story, you're gonna tell a part of the story.
Okay, you're right. That is correct. Okay, I'm gonna tell the true story. So this guy has said, well, maybe we can go out sometimes. My answer is like, nah. And I don't think it was anything. Again, talking about intentions, okay, and understanding intentions.
Yeah.
I don't think it was anything sinister. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think we're 50. I'm 52. I cannot think that when you ask me to go out, to go and have a date, that you like me or that there's a love connection. I can't think that at this point. We're beyond that. We're too old for that. I'm sorry, I do.
Okay.
We've got to get information. Okay. So anyway, I'm standing there. There is a second guy around. So we're all just kind of talking and joking.
Okay.
I get ready to walk up the steps. Okay. The other gentleman who is an officer, he looks at me and he says, "Ma'am, I just want to tell you." He gave me a compliment. He said, "I don't know how old you are." He said, "I'm thinking you're a little more mature," but he said, "You look great for your age." And I just stopped and I said, "Oh, wow." I said, "Thank you." I said, "But I'm 52, blah, blah, blah." The friend steps over at that point as I'm walking up the step, grabs my hand and grabs my arm and escorts me up the step. And I said, and I turned around and I said, "Hey, thank you so much." And we walked through the door and everything, get to the elevator, getting ready to go. And he says, "He was trying to hit on you." And I was like, no. I was like, no. He was just trying to have a conversation. The guy was very pleasant. He was very nice. I didn't take it as him trying to hit on me. So I thought about it. And later I said, "You know what, Keisa? That was an action in which he tried to block this guy from having any interest or having any whatever. So Keisa at that point says, you need to let him know. Talk about being honest. I feel like you were preaching to me. Maybe it's being in the 50s. I sent him a text note the next day and said, "Hey, I said, I'm sitting here laughing at you. And I know you may not have been any harm, but I really didn't take it, in a good light with you escorting me up the stairs." I said, "I kind of took it as you trying to block." I said, "So tell you what," I said, "we're both grown." I said, "I don't think you would have liked for me to do the same thing to you if you were talking to a lady." I said, "So, hey, let's just not do that in the future, okay?" So that was the next day. An hour after I sent that text, you all will not believe what happens. Are y'all following here at home? Are y'all following? An hour after I sent that text, you will not believe what happened. Go on, sip some coffee. You have coffee?
So
I drunk.
Oh, okay. You drunk coffee. Can you guess? So you will not believe what happened an hour after I sent that text.
an hour after you sent that text, what happened?
I go and I see him smooching the face off of somebody else.
My man.
Okay.
My man.
Wow.
No, that's my man.
So smooch.
Mess it up.
Smooching. So I'm passing by.
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking, I'm thinking, who is that doing? I was like, well, maybe that's a mother and her son. No, that's my buddy who just blocked me a day earlier from talking to a guy who just blocked a guy who could have been a friend of mine, who could have been whatever. He just blocked. He's smooching the lady off. So guess what Keisa does as I'm walking by? Keisa goes, oh, that's my buddy. Look. Hey.
Wow. Wow.
This Keisa says,
What?
Miss Keisa goes,
Petty.
hey, no. And this is what he does.
That's petty.
He looks at me. He looks at me and goes, you can see the look in his eyes with the glasses like, oh, crap. And
No.
he turns back around. He does not acknowledge me. And I'm still smiling like, oh, boy, I'm about to get in the middle of this or go smile. I go and try to find him. I don't see him. And I haven't seen him for days, okay? Because normally, because the normal sequence would have been after you finish that, you come in to inside the building, you meet at the elevator. I couldn't find him. So anyway, he texts me after I saw him smooching someone else and says, oh, I didn't mean any harm by what I did. That was just me trying to protect you from the law. And I went back and I put smiley face. I said, sir, I said, protect me from the law. I said, how about, I said, just like I could have gone and protected you from that lady you were just kissing, right? And I said, so no thanks, don't do that again. So he writes back, just laughs, never acknowledges he was outside kissing the lady, never acknowledges it.
My man.
You got that with your
My
life.
man. My man. My man.
No.
You don't know what you saw.
No. I'm cool with what you saw. If I'm him, I'm very cool with what he saw, what you saw.
I'm cool with what I saw too.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I am so glad I sent the text message to him
Yeah.
before I saw that incident so he wouldn't think, oh, she's just jealous or hating. I sent the text message and said, hey, don't do that, because I would never walk up to you and block you from talking to a woman.
He messed up.
Yes.
No, he messed up on it. When he saw you when he was kissing the old girl, he should have stopped kissing her and said, Keisa, this is such and such. Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute.
No,
and then went back to kissing.
No, he did.
No, but what I'm saying, because you
right.
already done told me your intentions.
Right.
So let me go show you
Right.
how quick I bounce back, baby.
I got you.
Bro,
No.
talk out of it.
No.
You gotta be real good.
Yeah.
Right,
No.
talk out of it.
It was a look like, oh crap, let me turn
See,
back
you
here and
got-
kiss
that's
it.
what I said. That's what I said. He messed up. Bruh, own it.
What do you all think
Hold
about
on.
that?
She done already sent me a text. So
Yeah.
I'm finna introduce you to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I don't need you. We good. That's what I would have done.
I thought it was God's way of saying. So, ladies, have any of you ever run into that? Guys, if any of you ever experienced that, I took it as God's way of saying, you were right for telling him that, because why? I'm living in my truth right now.
I run into that quite often.
What do you mean?
Because
you run into where you're smooching women quite often and women
no,
catch you?
I'm not smooching. I'm kissing. I mean,
You don't kiss women?
I'm on. No,
You don't do that.
no, unless I'm in a relationship.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
If we're not in a
smart for
relationship.
you.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because if you got your boyfriend, we don't need to be doing all the kissing.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? But no, I don't. You know, if I'm in a relationship, that's a different story. But
Yeah.
no, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm very, I guess people would say charismatic.
Yeah.
Some people may say flirtatious.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I say, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you know, you good, girl?
Mhm.
Well, what I get is like one girl may smile at me,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And she maybe walks away, and she see me maybe being flirtatious or joking with somebody else.
Okay.
I get the side eye
Okay.
because for whatever reason, you have taken that flirtatious from me, like I'm trying to hit on you.
Intentions.
But see, when I flirt, this you know me.
I
I
do.
say something off the cliff,
Off the wall.
and I don't even recognize you 3 seconds later.
Absolutely.
So when
Absolutely.
I flirt, I really flirt.
Absolutely.
I don't go in and
You
like
don't
trying
mean
to get,
you don't
No.
mean any
No, I do
intentions.
not. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, how do you take that? Like, do you take flirting as something wrong? You know, because depending on every person, like this guy asking me out and saying, you know, I'd love for us to go to lunch. Can we do so and so? Can we do so and so? And I'm like, nah. You know, I'm
Right.
blowing it off. But the thing that kind of tipped it over the edge for me was apparently he either bypassed that or either he thought, well, she really likes me because she's being cool with me.
Right.
She's really nice to me, so she really likes me. So I can interrupt. You escort me from the presence of another guy.
Right.
No.
Right.
And one day later, I see you kissing another lady. I have no problem. Let me be clear. I have no problem with that. We have nothing going or anything like that. But it solidified my point that if I would have walked over there and said, hey, you talked to my friend Jerry. Come on, Jerry, and done that. I just told him his name on there. So if
Wop. It's your story.
So if I had done that, then guess what? That would have been, I think that would have been tacky on my part to do that. Do y'all agree with that? Or do you all think I should have done it? Now I could have been petty and walked over there and done that, but
I think you handled it. It was two ways you could handle it. Keep it moving because he really didn't mean anything to you, or just speak to him and let him know that I do see you, bro.
Yeah.
And I peep your game.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think you did the right thing. There's no wrong and right in there.
It's really kind of funny to me. This is really comical. It's really not that deep.
Right.
I just thought it was so interesting because I made it a point to tell my truth.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, so long ago, I would have shut up. So long ago, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just, or particularly if I felt like somebody was trying to block me, I wouldn't have done anything. I would have just let that happen and be mad or whatever. I'm in the arena right now where we're going to remove all the gray. We're not going to sit here and do guesswork and pull my hair out and all of that great stuff. No. I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to be as polite as I can, but I'm living in my truth right now. And I think that helps because he cannot say now, I don't understand. He can't say that. You understand? He cannot say that. And then he also knows, because my deal is, if I tell you this time, I tell you, don't do that. Don't police me around other guys. Now, if you do it again, I'm going to deal with you right on the spot. Okay. Right. And let you know. Okay, nephew, you said,
Yeah, no, put him in his place.
Yes, it's going to be right on the spot. I came to you as a man behind closed doors. And really, this is kind of comical to me, but I thought it was just a great, because if I was immature, the big ups for me was the fact that I was able to say something to them at first.
Yes.
To just say, hey, that hit me a little wrong.
Right.
Don't like that. And in the past, I wouldn't have been able to do that. My immature self. On there, let me see what y'all are talking about. Well, we've got to see. Oh, let's see here. Your laughter. Wait a minute. What did Marvin say? Your laughter is straight out of the heart. Keisa, my friend. Good morning, Keisa. Joe. Hey, Barry. Hey, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia. Cynthia's one of my friends. She said you do. She said you did the mature thing, the right thing. Thank you very much. And my friend Sandra says smooth move. That's that Gemini energy. Big up, big Gemini energy, Miss Sandra. That's right. Thank you so much. And it wasn't about agreement. The person did nothing wrong on the kissing the girl. That was a funny thing. It's his business. Again, just me telling him about how his actions made me feel. That was the whole deal. I actually thought it was funny, and I still think it's funny to see that.
Because 40 minutes after you guys are locked into your favorite morning show on the digital airwaves. We right here at Filter Coffee Parlor this morning, drinking our butterscotch coffee. Salted butterscotch. When I say it may sound crazy, but this is actually really, really, really good.
It really is. Really smooth. Hey. So tune in, like, share the broadcast. And ladies and gentlemen, have you ever had anything happen to you like that, where someone has crossed the line with you, your personal boundary? Because here's the deal.
Yeah.
That was Keisa's boundary.
I think I talked about it on the show. I did.
What?
When I did a photo shoot a couple of months back.
Really?
Yes. I had the lady that was in charge of the photo shoot come grab on me, and actually, she put her hands inside my shirt because I always wear.
What?
Yeah.
She did what?
The lady, they was gonna do they wanted me to do I was gonna do a photo shoot for a calendar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would actually do it.
Yeah.
And so the lady who was in charge, came over to me like, Joe, so glad you came, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff, right? And I reached in to give her a hug, and she's like, I see you all the time. Come in, right? And I'm like, okay. So she grabbed my arm, right? I'm like, hee hee ha ha, right? And then she said, She said, and she grabbed me here. And then I was like, ma'am? Wait a minute. Then the next thing I know, she did is she put her hand inside my shirt, right? And grabbed my shirt. And I felt, honestly, I felt uncomfortable because number one, she was older and I didn't really know what to say. I wasn't, because as a man, I wasn't mad about it, but it was like, you just stuck your hand in my shirt, right? And she did this in front of everybody. I mean, when she grabbed me, she grabbed me like it first, right? And I kind of like played it off. I said, now if I mess around and touch you on the behind, you're gonna be upset. Said,
okay.
So exactly. And I was just jokingly saying it, right?
Sure.
And she was like, but you're a man. And then she put her hand inside my shirt.
Oh, she doubled down.
Yeah. So. And then Uncle Boss is right there with me. Uncle Boss can confess. He knows the story. Because not only did she did it twice. She did it twice. She came over the first time she caught the feel, and then I was sitting down. Me and Uncle was having a conversation because he went and did his photo shoot. Then I think I was waiting to do mine. And then she came over, and while I was sitting there, she was like, "Come take a picture with me." Right? So I took the picture with her. She, arms around me. Next thing I know, again, she's got her hand in my shirt, and then her photographer like, "So hey, this such and such. That's not appropriate, right? You shouldn't be doing it because people seem to look at my face like."
Yeah.
The second time I'm like, "Lady, okay," and I'm thinking to myself like, if I did this to a woman, y'all be having me arrested right now.
Oh, your name. Oh,
You
your
know what I'm
name.
saying?
Your name would be Mud.
Bro,
Your name would be Mud.
exactly. I've been wrong for that. But here's the thing, though: when women do it to men, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not the same reaction.
Exactly.
Right? And again, not mad at her.
No.
But it's
no,
inappropriate.
No. It's inappropriate
For what she did.
Yes.
Thinking that you can just touch on me.
Yes.
And then this is the way I honestly felt. This is your photo shoot, so you think you can handle me any way you want to.
Right.
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 So later on that night, and I give her credit. I think maybe 2 days later, I think a couple folks had to talk with her. She wrote me this long letter, right, apologizing for her actions, how she acted, and things of that nature. And of course, I was cordial about it.
Yeah.
But my question is, and this is what I think where women would probably say sometimes, right? What about me that made you think that was okay?
That's absolutely
right.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
I know for a fact that I did not see her, so I know I wasn't flirting with her,
Yeah.
and I don't know her.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, because usually I would say women always touch on my arms, or
Yeah.
they rub me on my head.
Yeah.
And I get that all the time.
Yeah.
But very few women, my chest is like a woman's behind.
Yeah.
You don't touch that unless you really know me like that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
women would never really touch me on my chest. That, like I said, I grab my arm,
Or if it's invited.
yeah,
Or it's invited.
Yeah,
Sure.
but most women would not touch me here.
Sure.
That's
sure.
like me touching a woman in that same place. So
Absolutely.
when she did it, it just made me think. And I was talking to Uncle about. He said, "Man, bro, she was just out of place. I don't know what was on her. Because I know I don't give out the meaning like, come touch me."
So this is our topic today, and I have to speak to my friend Damian Beasy. Damian Beasy was one of our producers at ABC 3340. Hey Damian, I'm so happy to see you tuning in today. I'm so happy to hear from you. Nothing but blessings to you and your
So
family.
are you flirting intentionally or
No.
what?
She got all bubbly on the show.
Listen.
No.
Are you flirting intentionally
No.
or what?
Damien is like a brother to me. That Damien is like a brother from another mother.
I got some sisters too.
Yeah. Stop it. He's trying to. Damien on here. Stop it. Damien on here. Tim is on here.
Hey, Tim.
These are all people we started at ABC 3340 together.
Okay.
Yeah, and Damien has a family, has a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter, beautiful son. So no, I haven't heard from him in a while.
But I saw you so Damien's on here. Hey, Damien, you put your arm up here. It's like you're about to start making love with the microphone.
No.
It's like you and the microphone became one with Damien.
Damien,
talking to her.
listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Hey,
Damien,
that's the first time she talked to the microphone the whole time on the show. Okay. She been moving. As soon as Damien came in, as soon as Damien came in America, she's like, so Damien.
Damien is setting y'all straight right here already on the air. Damien, don't pay attention.
Listen, am I not, y'all been watching the show this morning, America, right? Y'all been watching America, right? She been like this here with the thing. She been right over him. We've been pushing this over here too. We've been pushing the camera. And then as soon as Damien came in, she said, Damien is here. Run the tape back, America. Run the tape back, y'all. Hey,
I have a friend named Damien.
Well,
and look at she smiling too. Wait a minute, what's up with Damien?
Damien is my brother. He says.
Is that the same?
He says my sister for sure.
Uh-huh.
That we are.
Damien, I understand, bro.
Damien,
I got a lot of sisters too.
Damien's talking to him now. Damien said, "You're funny, Joe." Yes, he is funny. He's my brother. He is seriously my brother.
Hey, she's defending it too.
I am. I'm doubling down on it.
Not too long ago. That's my cousin.
Damien, don't you?
Damien.
We know, Damien. We're friends. You're my brother. I'm so happy
America,
to
y'all
see you.
rewind the tape, y'all.
I didn't behave any other time.
Listen, we've been telling you this whole show, right? The producer been behind the scenes, y'all. All right, saying, "Run microphone, microphone, microphone." When Damien came on, she found the microphone. She sat right here with her little hand, right, and started saying, "Oh, I see Damien from 33." And the smile came across her face. And then nephew, I looked over at nephew over there. He's like, "Wait a minute." And I looked at her. I'm like, "Wait a minute. Who is Damien?" And then, but hold on. And then exactly. And then everybody started talking about my brothers and sisters. Okay, brothers and sisters.
Brother and sister, producer ABC 3340. I'm standing on business.
You sure?
I'm standing. I'm standing on business with that. We're not going to pay him any attention, Damien. We just know that they're just giving us.
We're just joking, Damien.
He knows it. He's laughing at us.
We just joking, dog. We just joking. But she did change when you came on. So there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love there, bro. True she brother. Focused when you came on, bro. Brother. She focused on the show.
That's his calling. He's a producer.
Something? But you know something? It was probably because Damien was there and she knew.
Yeah.
I need speaking to the microphone.
Yeah. Well, he's a producer.
Yeah.
He was our 5 p.m. producer. So when the producer spoke, those are the ones who would tighten you up.
Right.
Get you in line.
Like nephew and Nick will be doing. I'm saying on the show. They just seem like they're like,
come on, Miss Keisa.
Yeah. They keep us on. They keep us on time. So I want to say a shout out to our team, man. We're Necca and nephew. They do a really good job of producing our show. We appreciate them so much behind the scenes. Y'all don't see them, but this show would not look or sound like it does without them too. So we definitely appreciate them.
And we love the lighting too. Nephew has put us in some new lighting. We have
nephew got his microphones. He got our sound.
He's got our microphones.
Listen, we ain't jumping around no more. We look good now. So
notice our true podcaster microphones. I feel official.
Yeah.
Right about now.
Yeah.
You know? I like feel official, like Keisa and Joe Morning Show.
But you know what I'm gonna tell you? But they also need to recognize that this is a Lock It In Media production.
Come through now. Get it. Go ahead on.
You know what I'm saying? So
Lock it in media
production. Supposed to go.
Boom, you know I'm square sometimes.
There you go.
You know I'm square sometimes. So you have to.
This is a Lock It Media production. So this is what we do for podcasting, right?
Yes. Love it, love it, love it. So that means you can help some other people too.
We can.
Absolutely. Okay. Now you said so. I'm done with my lesson. We had those who come in.
You missed the cue from my producer though. But the producer was trying to give you something.
Oh, I thought he was trying to give you something.
No, he was trying to give you something.
Come on, producer, give it to me. Hand it here. Here is something that came in the mail. I told you all. Sorry, y'all. I have to maneuver. Need a little help. Thank you.
Okay.
So this is what I received. You know, I'm an Amazon Prime fan. I'm always ordering from there. So I tend to think. So I automatically.
That quick.
I know, right?
See what I'm just saying?
You was good with it right there. They can't see it.
Oh, they can't see it.
There we go.
Okay. So thank you, Jeff. Okay, so I get a knock on the door. We have a package for Keisa, and I'm like, okay, great. So I go, and this is what I have right here. But I look on it. No, it's not for Keisa. Someone chose to send Mr. Joe Lockett for his birthday a birthday gift. Had it sent to me to surprise him. You want to go ahead and open it on air, sir? His birthday is coming up Saturday, July 13th. We are going to be here at Filter Coffee Parlor starting at 10 a.m. I get here early. It's the weekend. It's Saturday. We're going to have a pretty good number of people here, so I would come sooner rather than later.
Yes. Man, listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many folks are coming, but I think it's going to be more than 2. I just think it's going to be more than 2.
I can tell you it's going to be more than 2.
I think I'm going to tell y'all this. We finna shit down the south side, I think. Y'all like it. And I appreciate all the love that's coming and everybody that's coming, though. So, y'all, I'm going to open this live air. I just open it up here.
Yes. So what you got inside?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to move my coffee here.
And I'm going
to actually open this here live and on air.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Do you have the link to your birthday item? I'm trying to find it online.
Oh, wow. This is so cool.
Some scented candles.
And you say who was this actually sent this, or this is a secret admirer?
I don't think that she would have an issue. No,
okay.
unknowing.
Okay.
Tony
sent me this?
Yes.
Hey Tony. How you doing? North Carolina, we coming.
Put it up to the microphone. ASMR. 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 You know how to do.
Oh.
Yeah. We get back at the 10 views. Do the little pink roll thing. No.
You're trying to open it up for you. Hold on. Give me that thing right there. I'm gonna do this for all the people who like sounds. You're gonna hear the sound effects when you open it up.
So you're gonna open up and let us see on the inside.
Yeah.
So Joe's birthday party is
Here
coming
we go,
up.
y'all.
Coming up. He's opening his gift.
Y'all hear the AI sound, whatever they call it. Here's paper rally.
And what is that? They're laughing.
Nephew.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And listen, people who actually do that stuff like get like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. So
Yeah.
Tony, I'm up in North Carolina. Thank you so much for sending this. It is a 4-pack of candles. I'm opening right here on the Keisa and Joe show.
Open it.
Okay, so what we have, oh man, look at this.
Let me see.
This is so cool.
Ooh.
This is so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. I'm gonna put them all out here. This is so cool.
Gosh.
Thank you guys.
That's up. Can they see?
So I got vintage leather,
Yeah.
lavender wood.
Vintage oak and smoke and vanilla.
Okay, so oh my
Wow.
goodness, Tony.
Hey, Tony, where you get these from?
Tony knows her man.
Yo,
You all heard it first here on Keisa and Joe.
I'm right mad. I'm not even lying to you. We burning these when we get
Aren't those nice?
Oh man, this one here is like this. Hey, check this. This smoked vanilla is like that's my favorite right there.
Oh, that's how you would,
Oh
girl,
my
right
gosh.
there.
Oh my
This
god.
lavender wood.
Oh my god.
Lavender wood. Oh
Oh my
my
God.
goodness.
Oh
The
my
vintage
god.
leather, it's so.
That's beautiful. Oh. Isn't that
Now,
classy?
the vintage. Okay, if I want to say one that I do not care for as much as this one here.
Which one? I love that one. Which one is that?
This is vintage oak.
I bet it will be.
I think it's gonna burn well, but I think about
You don't
all
like
of
it
them.
as much?
No, that's probably not. If I had to say one of my least favorite fragrances,
I got you.
but bring them here. I want to send them all across here.
Wow.
Man, listen.
Tony.
But hold on, this was so cool about this, y'all. The
Tony.
color, it's not this is not a
Tony.
but it's not
Whatever you need.
me, baby.
2, 2, 3, 5.
Y'all know about that Tony right there,
Maybe
y'all.
I should.
Tony, you outdid yourself.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
We're going to. I am definitely going to. We're going to North Carolina and do a show.
Okay, we are.
Tony,
Okay. Tony
Tony Wilson,
done it
thank you,
again.
baby. I appreciate you.
Wow.
And Tony, baby, thank you. I appreciate that.
You-
Nothing but love, sweetheart. Nothing
Thank you,
but love.
Tony. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. That was my first birthday present. For all the people that have been taking me out to go eat this week, thank you. I appreciate that.
Lord, I have not participated.
But you
in
know
the-
something? Hold on. I'm finna get on you anyway,
Oh,
because
Lord. He's always getting on me.
because I tagged, I put a video out, right, on social media, and I said, and I tagged all the people. And listen, she usually say something on everything, right? But the video that I said that y'all gonna take me out to eat, and I tagged other people that needed to. Guess who didn't reply?
Oh, I replied.
Did you?
Oh, go back and look in the
Okay, I have to go back and look because I didn't see that reply. That's fine. What did you say?
No.
What you say?
I'm gonna pull it up
What
on
did you
air
say?
because it deserves
Hold
to be
on.
pulled
What
up
did
on
you
air.
say?
No.
You got me?
No. I'm gonna pull it up on air so you'll see.
I
You
wanna
know
see.
I've got you, but I'm gonna pull it up on air just because.
Yeah, you need to pull that on up there, man.
But and tell us the lesson that you've learned because I'm trying to pull up for everybody to be
Okay,
able to
so
see.
the thing about so what's the time here, y'all? It's about 56. We got about 2 minutes in the show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, again, thank you guys for all the birthday wishes, and hopefully you guys get a chance to come share the birthday with me here at Fifth Coffee Parlor
Yes.
on Saturday. And I'm gonna say, one of the things that I understand now, for people who are going through struggles in their marriage.
Okay.
This is something really serious, y'all, because I know a lot of y'all are finding tough times, and I see a lot of divorces going on, Keisa,
Yeah.
right now
There
in
are.
America,
There
right?
are.
And a lot of people are in marriages that are not happy yet,
Yeah.
right?
Agreed.
And I want to say this because this is what I hear all the time from people
Okay.
is that you don't understand what I'm going through with this person. right? That said a lot. You know, if you were me, you would be doing the same thing or feeling the same way. And the litany of things that people can list off about their mates
Yeah. Yeah.
that's bad
Yeah.
at that time
Yeah.
tells me how much you really love this person.
Yeah.
Let me say that again.
Yeah.
The litany of things that you list off on your list
Yeah.
about the person that you married, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell me about it, tells me where you are in your marriage, right? Because these
Yeah.
things are bad. And
Yeah.
then they say, well, it takes two to actually make it work, right?
It does.
This is what I want to talk to people about here when it comes to marriage, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
Were y'all working before y'all got married?
What do you mean working? Oh, was the relationship working before
When
you got
things
married?
went bad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did y'all fix the small things in the beginning
That's good.
when you were dating?
That's good.
I want y'all to understand what I'm
That's
saying
good.
here, right?
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. As nephew would say, he taught me this, right? Let me cook for a second.
Cool. I'm
Okay.
listening.
So, how do you allow when you was dating that person
Mm-hmm.
and all the bells and whistles were there, right? But when things went bad, how did y'all make up? You got to think about that, right? Because where did y'all go wrong? Not him or not you,
Yeah.
but where did y'all go wrong in
Yeah.
the relationship?
Yeah.
Because now you're married.
Yeah.
How
listening.
did the list get so long
I'm listening.
in your marriage? Think about what I'm saying now, because when you decide to get a divorce, it's just not one thing most times that you're getting divorced about.
That's true.
It's probably 3 or 4 things that didn't happen over a period of time that what has not been taken care of, or repeatedly happens, or attention is not given to something.
Absolutely.
My message to everybody is, when you're in the list of 3 or 4 things that you want to get a divorce from your husband or wife about, get a divorce about, beyond domestic violence. Okay, so domestic violence, of course, you got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating, I think that's another department that you may have to make your own soul search yourself. The part where I'm talking about where y'all just not getting along, right? The affection and attention is not there. This is what I say for people I think they need to do, sis.
I'm listening.
I think you got to look at the list. Let's say you got 4 things on your list that you want to get a divorce from your husband about.
Okay.
Stop trying to attack all of them.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I think what you need to do
Uh-huh.
is attack one of those
Uh-huh.
issues.
What do you mean when you say attack one of those issues?
Meaning, okay, if you don't like me because I'm not spending time with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing dates and stuff together, right?
Okay.
And you think your mate still love you, and they're still in the same place as you are. Attack the part of that person doesn't have time for you.
Yeah. Address one issue at a time.
Address one issue, and that may take 6 months.
Yeah.
That may take 1 year for that one issue, because now you understand this is your marriage.
Absolutely.
It's supposed to be forever.
Yeah.
You got a list of things that you didn't take care of. Address that one issue. Now,
Okay.
here's what I'm going to say when you got to be the bigger person in the marriage.
Okay.
Men and women, lock in, come in close to the cameras. Okay, turn your phones up. Okay. Here we go. You may have to be the one to set the date and set the time of what you want that person to do over and over again to prove to them your love for them. This is called work instead of expectations.
I like that.
A lot of people not gonna be willing to do what I'm saying.
Not willing to do it.
But what I'm saying is, when you get into a relationship and you really love somebody, you got to go above and beyond the call of duty.
I like
right?
that. I like that.
And do the other part that they're not doing if you think it's still salvageable. Because 9 times out of 10, like I said, barring cheating and barring domestic violence, right? It's workable most times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if it's like house chores or something, maybe you should say, I'm just gonna hire a maid, or I'm gonna hire somebody to go do this. You see what I'm saying? Something that you want to do.
Sure.
Because sometimes you can alleviate things in your marriage just by doing simple little things.
Sure.
Without trying to change the person who they are. Because people evolve over time.
Sure.
Sometimes people become hardened in things. And if you continue to tell me something, I'm become really hardened to whatever you're saying.
Sure.
Because the conversation is the same.
Sure.
And if the conversation is the same, I'm no longer listening to you, now aggravating to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you know that man or that woman still loves you, but they just get on your damn nerve.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you really love somebody, and this is what people are not going to want to do, and I get it, because I was one of those folks. But if I really love somebody now, or if I'm in love with this is my wife, I'm going to do everything possible to let her know, even if I got to do the work that she's not doing. Let me say this again. I'm going to do the work for her that she's not doing until I see she just don't want to do any work at all. And then I know I have to leave. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm saying
Yes.
this, y'all, that I understand this now. I have not mastered this, but I do understand now for marriage to work. Everything is going to get effed up at some point.
Absolutely.
Everything is going to look like scrambled noodles, and it's going to look like a potluck, and it's not going to be right.
Absolutely.
And it's easy to tell people your problems and people agree with you and go to church and hear the sermon or find something on Facebook. That's real easy to do.
Yeah.
What's not easy to do is what I'm telling you. So when you said you love that man or that woman in front of God and you said your vows and you did what you do, sometimes you're going to have to, and I know it don't feel good and you think they should, but that's not what's happening in your marriage right now. Because when you go into another marriage, you're going to expect that person to do something that the other person wasn't doing. So the other person may do exactly what he's supposed to do for you, but he or she's not going to do something else.
Yeah.
See, if you don't learn how to work
through the issues, is what you're saying.
If you don't learn how to work through the issues, you're always going to have an issue with whoever you're going to be with. Listen to what I'm saying, America. If you don't learn how to work through issues, you're always going to have some issue with somebody. It just may not be the same one. If y'all think I'm lying, think about every relationship you've been in. You done found something wrong with every doggone person you've been with. It's you make this part of the problem, but also you don't know how to work through stuff and accept people for who they are. And you want people to accept everything that you're putting down on the table. And it don't always work like that.
So I think what you said, so you did not hear me when I would say this, but I think that I think that this needs to be our next show.
Okay.
Working through issues like what that looks like, because as we are at the top of the hour, because I don't think a lot of people like to do it. Number one, I don't think. Number two, they know what to do, and number three, what happens when is enough? When do you continue to work through the issues and you're being the example? You are doing what you want that person to do, and there still is no response. You're knocking on every door you can. I've been in a situation in previous relationships where I've been the example of the change that I wanted to see. If I felt like I wanted to spend more time, I'm asking you to go out. I'm setting dates up for us. I'm setting time for us to go outside. And when I got to the point where I wanted to see something from you and said, hey, can you do so-and-so? I'd love for you to plan a trip or do whatever. So the repeated not doing, knowing I've demonstrated this over the course of years, and you respond with that, I'm just not going to do it. I love you, just going to have to accept that. So for some people can say, well, you know what? Okay, I'll just go on and look at, focus on the 10 other things. If that's something that's really important to that person, I think that's where the issue is. So I agree with you.
But even with what you just said, right?
Yeah.
And hindsight, Monday morning quarterback.
2020.
Okay, so I'm saying this, but why didn't you identify this before you got married? Because a lot of times, right? I'm not saying asking you that.
Sure.
Some people have to ask
Sure.
this.
Sure.
These are things when I say take your time to get to know the person that you're going to marry. Being a fiance for 1 year or 2 years is okay too, y'all.
Sure is.
Because y'all are so quick. People are so quick
to
say,
get married.
I want to get married. We need to get married. Need to get married. You run into a goal line, and the goal line moves once you get married.
Absolutely.
Let me say this again. You're quick to run to the goal line for your intentions to meet a thing that you want that make you feel satisfied.
Yeah.
Now you're in a relationship. Now you got to make the other stuff work around that.
So what we think that marriage is the end all in all. We enter into that door. And we think the work is over. Okay, I got him now. It's all good. We can
or that, and also women, think that they have gotten what they want out of the man. Because he wants me, he married me, now I'm good.
Yes.
And what they don't realize is they don't realize the man. This is what women don't realize.
Yes.
I'm being very kind, y'all, but y'all sometimes don't realize the man that you have married because you don't know him.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. That's why you have to take time.
And
on the front end, if I've made a mistake, that's been my mistake. Not taking enough time on the front end. We need to wrap it up. We're getting the producer saying wrap this up. So this is gonna have to be our next show because I've got a lot more to say.
Sounds good, y'all.
Why it doesn't work?
Huh?
Why it doesn't work? And what do you do?
And we did this interview. It's just one of those small things that I want to kind of throw out there.
Can we talk about? Because can we talk about this next week?
I'm sure we will.
Like the things that we do. Okay, we're okay. Producer.
All right, it's the Keisa and Joe show at the Filter Cover Apollo. We love you guys so much. Keith, thank you for sending. What?
Producer, please. Can I please show the comment? He said that I didn't comment on his post. Can I show
Oh, go for it.
that I did show that? Okay, we're gonna close
We
with
can
this,
make
y'all.
time fit.
Petty and insignificant. We make time for that. Okay.
Anything.
Okay. Here is the thing, and we're gonna. If you want to close out, you see the video that you put.
Yeah, that's the video.
You had the audacity to highlight me. He
I
said
did.
in the post. He said, "Y'all, birthday week. I love my friends. What say you, Sir Jude Lockett?" And then he put on here. Basically, he was saying, tagging everybody, saying it's my birthday week. What are you all going to do?
Yeah.
And who's going to pay? Who's got next? Who's going to pay for lunch?
Yeah. What else?
I responded. I said, Joe Lockett, I pay you some attention each Wednesday on Keisa and Joe.
So when did you post that? Hold on. When did you post that?
I posted that 1 day ago.
So that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Okay. Got you. So when did that post come out? Sunday. So you just made sure. I've been doing this a long time, man. I've been doing this a long time. On that note, y'all, we'll see you guys Saturday at my birthday party right here at the 50 Coffee Parlor. Don't you try to do me, y'all. Y'all have a good one, y'all. We love y'all.
Hey, I answered. It just wasn't on time. It just wasn't on time. No. What is Ashanti